Okay, what's up everyone? I'm doing this video here for people who deal with tension in the upper back region, the trapezius area. I know a few people, and in particular a DJ that I promised that I was going to do this video for. Okay. I have to read from a paper right now because, like, mentally my head is like in 7 different places, just things going on, you know, the last day and a half or so. So this paper is from my focus right here. Okay, so first we're gonna start with some explanations of emotional and physical tension throughout the body and the bones and the joints, things like that, briefly, because it's best to understand. This webcam sucks, my God. It's best to understand the interconnection of the joints and the bones and adjacent areas of where you have an attention at, okay, so that you can start to become aware of things. Usually when you have tension in one side of the body, it indicates an imbalance in the adjacent region. So sometimes we're trying to stretch one area, focusing on that area, and the culprit is not that area. So let's go in. This webcam is totally pissing me off. Oh my God. Keeps freezing. But anyway, okay, I'll do the best I can. So when we have tensions, it's either dominantly from physical abuse or emotional abuse. And for most people, it becomes a cycle. So whether it started from the physical abuse, when I say abuse, I mean, if just for lack of a better word, for instance, if you're a DJ, somebody's sitting at a computer all the time, and you're constantly in this hunch position with your shoulders in a protracted, this is protracted form, this is retracted form, okay? And what happens is, after a while, other muscles start to compensate, like your shoulders right here and your chest. That gets more strength and overdeveloped, and it starts to get so tight that it pulls forward. Some people it's subtle and more deep inside, and some people it's obvious. People with postures like this, okay? For some people it's more subtle inside. So, and the collarbone and the upper neck gets real tight. All of that over there is pulling that, and when it's pulling that forward, these muscles become weak up there. Okay, that, like I said, tension. Wherever there's tension, that means that muscle is weak, and some other areas overcompensating for it. Okay, and a lot of times you'll notice, like I said. So I said that that can be the physical abuse, emotional. Certain stresses that you accumulate or feel like you cannot handle over the years, then your body in a mode of fight or flight, it would like compensate by like scrunching up in a posture, and this is usually subtle. We're not aware of it. So then it can actually, if for some reason you're fearful about something, and every time a fearful thought or stress comes, you go like this, and your body after a while will start to distort into that form in a protection mode. But like I said, at the most part, it's usually interconnected. If you have that distortion of the pronated shoulders and the weaker upper trapezius, the tension is that you usually notice that when you get stressed out about something, that area gets more tight. Okay, and that was in my case. I always had this chronic tension on my left side. That I'm just getting around to healing because I have the right information on chiropractors and things and stretches and what to do. So I was going about it the wrong way before, to alleviate that. Alright, so let's go into the trapezius muscle. The trapezius muscle is one of the biggest muscles in your body. It starts actually right up here, all the way up here, and like a big V, goes all the way down and ends right here. So it's one of the biggest muscles. So upper trapezius, middle, and lower. So that's the trapezius muscle right there. Muscles and joints throughout the entire body is connected through this web of very fine tissue that's similar to like threads in a sweater. It's called fascia. So fascia it connects all your muscles in your body as if it's one network or one gigantic muscle. So now let's go deeper into what can be causing certain tensions, let's say in your upper trapezius on the left side or in the middle or whatever, right? When I went to a chiropractor, he told me that I had compressed nerve distance in my spine, which was years of abuse, and I used to just work out excessively and like an animal and stuff like that. So right here, he said there's a compressed nerve disc. If you know about the spine, there are nerves that branch out from this area, which is the C1 down to C7, T1. That's why you see the thing on the spine is C, and you see the T's. The T's starting out from here to right here, the thorax spine. And then finally the L is the lower one, L1, L2, L3, or 7. If there's a compressed nerve disc in your spine, in your neck, that can actually be causing a lot of trapezius tension right there, because in that area, like I think he said C6 or C7 line right here, the nerves that branch out are connected to the trapezius up here and the upper right there. So I'm just giving you a little extra information that the cause of upper back tension actually can be in your lower neck, believe it or not. So as I go into part 2 of this, I'm going to show you exercises to stretch the neck as well as the upper back and the pecs and all that, because it's all connected. Trying to stay on track without sidetrack. I'm trying to do a lot and make sure I'm focused and get out the door at the same time. Jason Aries. Okay. So, yeah, just to give you a little extra information on that it can be that as well. Okay, so the idea of when you want to get rid of a upper back tension or any tension in your back or any part of your body is you want to loosen the overcompensating muscles, right, and strengthen the weak ones. So believe it or not, wherever you have that tension in the upper back, that means the muscles are weak. And like I said earlier, these are overcompensating. So I think that about sums it up in the information that I want you to know about how tension is caused in different ways. So let's go into now a part 2 where I'm going to show you the exercises now.